Hello, my name is Clea, and this is Clea's World. If you're looking for ways to heal from narcissistic abuse, to learn how to thrive in every possible way, emotionally, spiritually, financially, etc., for ways to learn how to overcome your fears and become a sovereign individual, how to take your power back and become the best possible version of yourself, you come to the right place. If you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share it so that I may reach more people who may be suffering from a lack of control over their lives. And finally, please check the description box below for a free report I've created that is called 13 Ways to Spot a Narcissist. And now, let's dive right in. We hear all around us that we must face our own darkness to ascend. I myself mentioned in my previous video that we are to face our darkness in order to reach our full potential. But many of us are terrified by the notion of meeting our darkness. And those of us who aren't are unsure about what it even means in practical terms to do so. What kind of darkness are we talking about here? Most of us haven't killed anyone, so how much darkness can we possibly carry inside? The word darkness feels so serious, so scary, but it doesn't have to be that way. It may just be recognizing that we have instincts and impulses that we would be ashamed to confess to others, like not feeling loving around everyone all the time, or that we're miserable and don't feel worthy. We feel like we're imposters, fakes, failures. There is pain, guilt, even rage associated with this, a sense of betrayal and injustice. So we choose to live in denial instead and pretend that we're okay. Or we medicate the discomfort away with drugs, alcohol, money, snapping at others, judging. The darkness engulfs us and we feel lonely, isolated. Nothing makes sense. We try to be purposeful and pick ourselves up, but nothing works. We're dejected and deflated and feel horrible all around. It's crazy making. Until we hit the last wall and cannot pretend any longer. We have all experienced enough trauma in life to have absorbed these limiting beliefs. The fear that we are somehow wrong and ugly. The narcissistic system we live in thrives on this because these beliefs make us malleable and easily manipulated. These beliefs are propagated and exploited by the system. For example, in ads. Buy this lipstick because you're worth it. Meaning that if you don't buy it, you're unworthy. They're also being pushed through the education system. If you don't give the right answer, whatever that answer happens to be these days, since the publicly mandated truth of anything changes all the time, you're wrong and useless. And now even social media. If you have a differing opinion from the screamers, you get screamed at. You're wrong and you will be censored. And the worst part is that we internalize this message and we start censoring ourselves. We become afraid of others and the world around us because we don't trust ourselves anymore. But nobody is perfect, not one of us. We all have moments when we don't measure up to our own expectations. And it's not because of this that we become ugly people. And here's Tommy. So is this hiding from our darkness that we are ruining our lives over worth it? Is it worth ruining our lives because we're not this or that? Because we're not worthy, not good enough? Think about it. Is it worth it to twist your very core into a pretzel to avoid admitting what everybody else already knows, that you're human? When I discovered my ex-husband's cheating, I was so humiliated that I didn't tell anyone for months. I thought my friends would shun me, that they would realize my entire marriage and existence was a sham. I was terrified. And then my friends found out, and what happened? Nothing. Nothing at all. Some people felt bad for how things had ended. Others were like, yeah, whatever, it happens. The world did not end. It can be liberating to put out there our dark secrets, to be honest. We gain a feeling of authenticity that frees us from the captivity of our thoughts and self-doubts. And all the manipulation comes to a screeching halt. no longer has power over us. I am not suggesting that this is easy to do, and there will be likely a breakdown of some sort when you start telling the truth to yourself and to others. Because we're all living in captivity, and our freedom, our authenticity threatens others who are yet unfree, up until the very moment when it liberates them. Because the self-loving work you do on yourself is an example for others, and that's how we change the world, one person at a time. Remember that we are all one, and we are part of a collective consciousness. Nothing we do is in energetic isolation from the rest of the universe. And everything we do feeds into the collective and creates the reality around us. At this point, you might be asking, okay, I'm willing to do the work, but how do I go about it? Where do I start? That's the easy part. Just question something, anything. You don't have to question everything around you at once. Just start somewhere. I always say, it doesn't matter where you start. Eventually, you'll get there, if your aim is truly to find the truth and live a more authentic life. And for your courage and hard work, I want to thank you, because we're all one, and when you grow, we all win. Much love to you, and see you in the next video.